Today's game features a very active secondary. The Steelers are top 10 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against the Bengals, who will be testing that coverage. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. This offense has some speed, and certainly Martavis Bryant, he has some speed.
He has that, and he has size. That's what makes him so difficult to cover. Because just when you think you have to play him one way, the other attribute kicks in. Martavis Bryant could be an all-star real soon.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
Here we go now.
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets it complete to Harris. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Stephon Tuitt's ability to play defensive end and yet rise up and knock passes away when quarterbacks try to throw them, he makes it hard to get around.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll look to throw again. He's got his man on the crossing route. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Detroit! Detroit! No. Check, Patriot!
Back to throw now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go! Green 30.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
No. Check, Patriot!
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Time running out here on the play clock. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy to the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Now let's go.
They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And the Steelers set to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green. Leopard.
A give to Bell. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go. Now, Barney.
They'll go again with Bell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Two yards to go here on 3rd down.
Set. Green, 39. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, partner, you might want to tear up your scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it, and they ran it really well and picked up a 1st down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down following the run.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 99, Philly, here we go.
They run once more with McKinnon. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Watch it now, Barney.
McKinnon cuts right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there. Quick
lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Play clock winding down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6', 6-inch target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
No, check, Patriots.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's brought in by Harris. 10 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go.
And the back goes into motion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Seven yards to go on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Halfback sent in motion. The play clock's running down. They'll look to throw again. Pass incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And that's incomplete.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Backing up. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed. No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney. Over.
Time running out here on the play clock. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Deep drop. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target, and it's 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
He's got it at the 15. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3, 9, 10.
Now McKinnon. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Let's go. Green,
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Here again is McKinnon, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit, and sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. And Myers able to knock it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10 to 3. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Detroit! Detroit! No, check. Patriot! Patriot! Over!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That's a really fine play there because anytime you see a comeback route, that means you cannot just stay in one spot and make a play on the ball. You've got to move your feet and move with the receiver, and that's exactly what he did.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. He'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
All right, here we go. Leopard, leopard, leopard.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this one is right through. And that will do it. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Detroit! Detroit!
Play clock winding down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And they'll run it here. Fighting through. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Shift together here from the D-line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Set! Green, 39! Detroit! Back 99, Philly, here we go!
The slot man in motion right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And some room to work. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Green with a catch left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Set!
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bengals will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Hurry up, here we go.
And he motions the wide receiver.
All right, now, look at
The play
56.
clock's running
Lucky
down.
56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Backing up. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play.
Hurry up, here we go.
That's going to hurt.
Over.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. Leopard.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Time running out here on the play clock. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
And the wideout in motion.
Detroit.
Back to throw now on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Detroit.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And the back goes into motion.
Over.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Over, 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 over.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Stays on his feet. Did he get the feet down? Yes. Touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Here comes Cobb. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on.
He's got a man complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Here's McKinnon. Always got some breathing room. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They run it with McKinnon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Toss play to McKinnon. And an alley to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jarek McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Back now in Pittsburgh, it's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Leopard.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll look to throw again. Going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Play clock winding down.
3-19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Here we go now.
In motion goes the tight end. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive here. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough 3rd down awaits them.
They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down.
Hurry up now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit.
The play clock's running down.
Over.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Here we go now. Green.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
On the toss, it's McKinnon. Oh, spinning away. A good pick up there at 22.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Hurry up. Here we go. Leopard. Detroit. Detroit. Hurry up. Here we go. Green. Attack. Philly. Here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his pass incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Myers able to knock it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Green, 39. Watch him now, Barney. Good. No. Check. Patriot.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Play fake here on first down. He's going to try and go deep again. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target. Deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
So 2nd and 10 here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Steelers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bengals,